Farhan School, Islamabad campus. Today, very special guest name is Christer Edman. सबसे Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you
How
for
are,
inviting me.
thank
I'm
you.
very happy to be here and looking forward to this podcast. How are you?
I am also great. Sir, my first question from you is please introduce yourself from my audience.
Yeah. My name is Christer Edman. I'm from Sweden. I'm 66 years. I'm retired. I have an own company. I'm entrepreneur and a professional coach. I've been working at many different companies and currently started up a portal called EK Trading. And that is together with my wife, who is from Pakistan. So we are doing this together. And it's coaching, it's education, and the marketplace. And my earlier work has been related to coaching. I've been working at the competence company called Lernia in Sweden. Been working with abused people. I've been working in 5 different prisons with the inmates as a coach and teacher. I have been working also as project manager 7 years at IBM. Was a business partner 4 years at IBM. For IBM, I was also business developer at Ericsson 3 years, an IT specialist, and early jobs has been as a purchaser at military civilian company, logistics manager, warehouse manager, and also been working at car demolition. That was one of my first jobs. I've been also working with restaurants. I've been working with so many different things in my life. And the most important for me now is to work together and see how I can encouraging people, especially the youth. And that's why looking forward to interviews like you are doing now, Abera. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. So first next question from you is what make you start working as a digital career and how did your life in help you in this journey?
Um, I was interested in computers since the 90s, end of 80s, early 90s. So I have been into the IT, I should say, for almost 40 years now. And I took all these courses in like ABC, like basic programming. I took courses, I used Commodore 64, ABC, computer. Yeah, so many old things I remember when I'm looking back. One of my first websites was created in the early 90s. So I have one of my websites is actually on the Internet Museum. And yeah, so that is protected for the future. So I have been into the digitalization for so many years now, and it was not until last year my wife said, Christy, you need to learn about AI. Okay, but I am retired. Then I was, okay, I have to learn that as well. So I started up to use AI since a year now, and using it daily. It's so helpful with everything. Most important is to check all the facts. So yeah, that's
Okay,
how I
that's
started up with digital.
okay. And that's great, sir. You're a very good answer from my audience. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is how do you manage to work as both entrepreneur and a coach while still finding time for yourself?
That's a good question. First of all, I want to say that this is my passion. I like to work as a coach so much, and I think life is about that we need to find what we have passion, what our dreams are, and do this as a work. I decided some years ago that I should actually get a job which is so interesting, so I don't want to quit. I want to continue to work. And that was actually from the late Wallenberg, the senior Wallenberg for the Swedish bank. Yeah. And he was on an interview. He was over 80 years of age, and the interviewer asked him, "But you are still working. Why? You could just relax and you have money and have a good life." And Why are you still working? And he said, this is my life. It's a lifestyle. I can't stop doing what I'm doing because I love to do what I'm doing. So that was something I was thinking, that I want to have a job which I don't want to quit from. And then when my wife came, that was in the right time when she said, Chris, you have to learn about AI.
Okay, that's great. So you're very good answer, and you're very good answer from my audience. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is: can you tell a story about a big program and you're faced in a business and how you solved it step by step?
Oh, that's a good question. I would take an example from when I started up as a project manager at IBM. I got responsibility for the knowledge transfer related to SAP Enterprise System, and that should be transferred to the global system. And we should transfer the local system from Ericsson to a company in India, and they were coming from Bangalore, and they become later an IBM company in Bangalore. But they came to Sweden, and that was very challenging because the people who was already having the maintenance responsibility for all the system for the local SAP, they were afraid of losing their jobs. Those who came from India, they were also missing their families because Sweden is quite cool country and it's not easy to get to know people. You don't just go out and they don't invite you home and so on. So that's not as friendly as I have noticed Pakistanis, for example. I've been invited to many people's homes and so on. Always kind and sharing and caring. Swedes are very suspicious. They are very afraid of having contact with new people. So that was a challenge for many of the people from India. So the knowledge transfer was the most important. And the best evidence of that becomes successful was that I could hand over to a team manager I had in my team, so he could take on the role for the project, so to say, and continue that way. And uh, it was also one of the team members in my team as a project manager. He said to me, Christer, you are not only a project manager, I would say you are a people's manager, because I was listening first to the people. That is the most important. Whatever you are doing, you need to have the people with you and talk with them and not about them. That is so important. So, yeah.
Okay, that's great, sir. So my next question from you is: please tell me how has growing up in influenced the way you see life and work today?
How it has affected me to grow up here in Sweden, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I should say it's very cool climate in Sweden. It's really hard to get in contact with people if you don't know them from the beginning, and it's a little bit closed country, and many people are afraid of people who have ideas and they want to do things. Then you have to find things outside the country. So that is what I am always doing. I have been interacting and collaborating with people abroad all the time and always interested. I have a tradition within my family, a heritage. Actually, one of my relatives, to my grandfather and relative on that side, was the co-founder of Volvo. So we have entrepreneurship in the blood. So that is something I have with me. I have understood that many, many years later that that's why I can't just do one thing or stay with one thing. I look from a broader perspective. That is very challenging many times also. So it has affected me to live and being brought up in Sweden in two ways. One is I should say, the patience with the cold climate, for example. And also, the other thing is to be ambitious and keep on going and never stop and see any kind of hindrance as a final decision. If I get hindered in some way or get critics, then I try to learn from it and do better and improve. So the bigger something is, the more you have to plan. And as a project manager, I would say 80% of the work is planning, research, and the execution phase is only 20%. But haven't you done the first 80%, then you will always have problem afterwards.
Okay, that's great, sir. So my next question from you is, what does success mean to your digital career, and how do you now when you have reached it?
I should say it is to actually focus on an area which is trending, but be aware of trends are actually just trends. You need to have the basic understanding of the topic in the digital area you want to work within. For example, when I am setting up the portal now with Shopify and all the WooCommerce I've tried and everything, websites I've created and been deep into those things. I have noticed that my experience from working with many different kind of systems, it has helped me a lot to questioning the right questions, to be in contact with the support teams in time, not wait too long. When I'm using AI, I know if their answers are correct or if they are just giving me an answer to do this or do that. Then I can question it and say, no, that's not correct. You have to give me a better answer. I got this and I need to get this answer, and you need to also give me the sources. So that the prompts are so important when you're doing something. And also checking not with just one AI platform, check with several of them.
Okay, that's great. So my next question from you is, how do you do to keep your idea fresh and creativity when you feel dry or stuck?
Uh, if I when I get stuck, how I keep it fresh?
Yes.
Yeah, good questions you have. I should say that is the most common thing, which it is happening me all the time. Because when you are innovating, when you are doing new things, when I, for example, created this portal, I have heard, no, why are you not focusing on the products? Why are you not focusing on the coaching? You need to create what everybody else are doing. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm creating something. My wife said, create a multi-vendor platform. And then I was like, oh my, how shall I do this? So I have got stuck so many times into that there is no natural relationship between when we are talking about coaching, education, and marketplace. To combine those three things with all the product services you want to set up and create an open atmosphere for people to actually understand this concept. Only that is so hard because it takes time when you're doing new things. When I get stuck there, then I take a break. Then I go out. I do something else. I try to, and I also speak with people. I connect with people and ask. I am creating this. For example, I am involved with one of the hubs for innovation and when you're getting funding and investors and so on. So I have a contact there and had a meeting, and I got to know, use this or why don't you do this? And now I don't understand. What are you meaning with this? You can't do. Okay, that's good information. Now I know what I need to focus on and to improve. So that's why I'm doing sustainable marketplace with those shark tooth fossils. That is over 60 million years. And that has a purpose because I am coaching people and I want them to understand how important it is for their lives as long as they live. So, for example, if you are getting stuck in something, then you need to find new ways on doing things and not keep on doing the same things as you always have been. You can never solve a problem if you are trying to solve it with the same way as you got there where you are.
Okay, sir, you are very good answer. I will appreciate it. Sir, my next question from you is: can you share a time when coaching someone gave you happiness and made feel proud of your work?
Oh, yes. I have many examples, but I will see what, yeah. It was actually when I was coaching together with my wife. I put that up. That was one of our clients, and we got a very good feedback that we are doing the work together and that we combine each other in the coaching. And that is so important to know about that when we are combining her, I should say, ability to analyze and do research and find things and dig deep into those things. And my ability to actually create the things which you are talking about, that made it possible to do the coaching from both the, I should say, empathetic side and also from the project manager side. So, like, and that combination. So, I'm very happy for that. I'm proud of it.
Okay, that's a very good answer. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is: what wrong idea do people usually have about starting a business, and how do you explain the truth to them?
Uh, I don't know if I understand right, but was it about if people have a wrong perception of something and how I can get them to actually change their way of thinking about it? Was that right?
Yes. Okay, sir,
Yeah,
my
good.
okay, thank
Good,
you.
good question. I want to say that when people have, I first of all, it's important to know as a coach, I am never judging, I am never coming with solutions. It's not my work as a coach. A coach is only someone who helps a person to find the way they want to work or what they need or what they shall do by themselves. So I will start with questions about where did you get those facts? Can you show me something? Because I'm curious about what you're talking about now, and please share it with me. So that is a curious mindset to get the person actually to come up with the fact themselves. And if they can't present, they will notice it by themselves, and that is something. What do you want to do instead? And then there are different kind of methods I am using as a coach, or we are using, so we can help the person to go beyond their current perception of a topic they are talking about or what they are believing right now, based on facts, because facts are always, the truth is always the truth, and that is what we shall seek, no matter what it is.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, my next question from you is: how do you mix what you learn about business with your coaching to help people in real life?
We are currently working on a solution which is available online, and that is for them to actually do self-coaching course. And we also have this um, assessment and wheel of life, so they can do it by themselves. And if they need help, they can also contact us, and we can coach them. But that's very, I should say, fast forward system which can help people to get an assessment. Where am I now related to the 8 areas related to wheel of life, which is one of the methods, and then using smarter, which is a tool for goal setting. And so we combine all of them, and we always review the answers since it is an AI solution, and review it and refine it if it's needed. So that is also important. So we put the personal um, personal impression by ourselves of their answers. So that is so important. We don't just say, here's an AI tool and you can use it and buy it. No, it's important what the result will give them. Sometimes it's challenging results and they might need help to interpret the answers they got and how they shall proceed. But there is like a timetable so they can follow a system in the action plan. Those are the steps, the next steps. I need to know this or that.
Okay, sir. So my next question from you is, what is your daily routine like as someone who create contact a business and also help people that coaching?
Uh, my daily contact related to that is always to reach out to people. I'm using LinkedIn, I'm using TikTok, Facebook, I'm using YouTube, I'm using Instagram. And I have been using different platforms since I started with internet, start to use internet. I was also a Blue IQ ambassador at IBM. So I was always testing IBM's internal applications. And if you think about hundreds of applications and you are testing some of them and you dig deep into and see how they are working. So when I'm now into this and helping people who wants the business part, it's so important to keep on learning new things, be open-minded, listen to others, get a mentor, and a mentor knows and have done things before, or a coach who can help you with the questions. So that is important.
Okay, sir. Very, very good answer for my audience. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is, how has living in Sweden shape and your style as a digital career and your idea as a coach?
uh, how Sweden affects my way of coaching.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think that since I'm living in Sweden, it's not so many people on a quite big area. It's a lot of space, I should say, in Sweden, so you can get places to go out without meeting people. For example, that affects me very much. So when I am talking, for example, I think that I am talking a little bit slower. I am not so stressed when I am talking. I am more thinking and reflecting and try to listen. What shall I say next? How can this help the person I am coaching? So that is so important. Active listening, it is called in coaching. So active listening means to see, to use the intuition, experiences, everything I can for actually get to know the person and to get to know what is subconscious, what is below what you see and hear. Maybe there is something more. So asking more questions and also using some methods like visualization and yeah. So there are many different ways you can use it, and it affects me a lot. I should say the environment, the nature, and the importance of this kind of atmosphere and time for myself. Not a lot of people around me. Because I can say, for example, if I compare Pakistan and Sweden, Pakistan is like a country for all extrovert people. They like to interact and be with people, always having people around you. You can never sit by yourself more than, say, 20 minutes, half an hour before someone is coming. Hi, or something is happening here or there. That's my impression. Maybe I am wrong, but that is what I think is the big difference and have affected me.
Okay, sir, and thank you. Your very good answer. I will appreciate it, sir. Sir, so my next question from you is, how do you stay true to yourself while also showing a professional image online?
Uh, to be professional online and how I make sure that I am professional online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, for the first, it's important to know what I'm talking about and what I'm sharing. That is so important because people are seeing what we are doing. and also be, I should say, transparent. Always do what I should do without people seeing me. If there is something which is double, if I say one thing and do something else when people don't see me and who knows me, then I am a fake. Then I am just trying to get attention. An attention seeker has no deep knowledge. An attention seeker are going for the impact first. And if people scratch on the surface and ask, okay, I want to hear, what do you know about all this? What did you read about this? How many books have you read? How much have you dig deeper into those things you are talking about? So the professionalism is so important. And also, I will give an example. Before you're working as a coach, you have to being coached yourself. You need to know how it feels to be like a client to a professional coach. So before I become the professional coach with the International Coaching Federation PCC level, that was so important to being coached by other coaches who are coaching me, and to understand the situation that I need to know myself. That's why I always saying that to get to know yourself is the most important, because if you don't know yourself, then you don't know. If I am talking, for example, a client is saying to me, yeah, I want to be coached in this, and I say, oh, that area, I love that topic and I know so much about that topic and I want to coach you in this, and I know. No, shut up then, but use the information and use the experience in a good way. That is how a professional coach is working. Not being happy, not like be like that for I am happy. No, check the client. Check if the how do you feel about this? Do you like this topic? Do you want to dig deeper? Is that something you want to explore more? What are the so that is the difference and so important as a professional coach.
Okay, that's great, sir. You are very good answer from my audience. I will appreciate it, sir. Thank you. So, sir, my next question from you is, please tell me, how do you coaching and entrepreneurship contact with other in your life and work?
Uh, can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is, please tell me, how do you coaching and entrepreneurship contact with each other in your life and work?
Uh, I try to always listen to people and using all of my experience from what I've been doing. For example, one thing I often thinking about is that it should be based on experience, equality, and that we are sharing what we can for other people so they will enjoy and grow. And abundance is so important. I used to talk now as the Swedish representative for Global Abundance Organization. I used to talk about abundance is the first thing that all shall win on it, and it shall not be like scarcity, negativity, and so on. So we shall base it on positive mindset. That's so important.
Okay, that's great, sir. You're very good answer from my audience. I will appreciate it. So, my next question from you: how do you stay true to yourself while also showing a professional image?
A professional image. The voice was disappearing little. Can you repeat? Sorry, I'm asking again.
Okay, don't problem. So, sir, my question is that how do you stay true of yourself while also showing a professional image online?
Okay, to stay true to myself and show the professional image online. That is the most important. As I said, to be transparent, do what I am doing and never say something which is not true or what I am doing, and that is to stay true to myself and being transparent. And being online is a challenge many times because it can challenge you in many ways. You can get attracted to, yeah, I get so many likes or so many followers or something like that, and striving for that is never good. Strive for being true to yourself. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, sir, that's great. So, sir, my next question from you is please tell me how do you set your own goal and how do you teach others to set and research there?
Okay, to set goals is quite easy. For the first, I need to know what my dreams are, what I want to get solved. And when I know what the challenge is or what I need a goal for, why? Why do I want? Yeah, I want to get a career, I want to get rid of an addiction or a behavior or something like that. Or if I want to get money or get possibilities, then I set up a goal for that. So it's about finding out what is important, both for myself first, if we are talking about my goals, and if I am talking about the client's goals, then they, and to do this assessment, the wheel of life is so helpful. I used to use it myself, the wheel of life, and then I get this assessment, and then I create like an action plan based on it. So yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay, that's great, sir. Very good answer. So, sir, my next question from you is please tell me what advice will you give to young people in small town how dream of starting their own business?
Oh, that's a good question. First of all, I think it's about having the right tools. It's like if you don't have shoes, then it's hard to walk outside without hurting your feet or get wet or so on. So that is the same thing. If you want to start up a business, and the most common is related to e-commerce or something related um, to AI and computers and so on. So you need the support also. You need to have your parents, I should say, your family with you, because those are the most important for you. And if you have the family around you, mother, father, brother, sister, what you have, and so on, then it is easier to start up a business because they have many times experiences, and it's important to listen to them as well. Because if you are coming against someone in your family because you want something, then it's more about how can you explain to them, talk to them, and make them to understand you what you want to do, and see if they want to be helpful to you. For example, if you join the Rehan school, I know, then you need to have one of the parents with you, for example, and that's a very good thing because then you can share something together and you always know that someone is there and supporting you. So that's my advice too. And if you need help from the school, if you need help from a friend or a mentor or coach, then ask for it. Don't be afraid for asking for help when you know your dream and what you want to do if you want to start up a business on your own.
Okay, that's clear, sir. You're very good answer. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is what does living an board life in Sweden mean to you in simple words?
Uh, in triple words from Sweden, what is
Yeah.
yeah, know yourself. Yourself. Know yourself. Yourself first.
Okay.
Second, knowledge.
Okay. So, sir, my
Get the
question.
knowledge. Knowledge
Okay.
study. Third, action. have the courage to take action.
Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is what are the most common struggles new entrepreneurs face and how do you guide them?
Uh, when it's related to struggle and how I guide them, then it is about why and what they want instead, and why they are doing what they are doing. Because sometimes a struggle can be a guidance to not continue on that way, because the struggle might say that you shall skip that way of doing things.
Okay, that's great, sir. Very good answer. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is how do you deal with business failure while still staying positive as a coach for others?
How I feel like doing the coaching together with my wife and others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel so happy when I'm doing the coaching together with my wife, because that is like we are using the best from each other and we can help many other people.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, my next question from you is what do you think personal branding is important for coach?
As a coach, it's most important. First of all, I go back to this: know yourself. When you know yourself, use it for helping others by listening and always trying to be open for learning yourself as a coach. Because as a coach, you are always under training. You are never, I can never say that, yeah, I know now everything as a coach. I don't need to know anything more. No, always learn new things and be open for new learning and listening to the clients and make sure they are aware of it's a work the client need to do. It's a work. You are not paying like for someone else doing the work. If you shall change something which you are not happy with in your behavior or something, it's hard work.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, my next question from you is what do you use clarity thinking when you face challenging in a business or coaching?
What's this most scaring when I am coaching people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another unusual question. Yeah, I should say that the client is not ready for the coaching. It's not scary, but I should say sometimes it can happen that the client need therapy instead of coaching, that they are having some kind of traumas or something. So it's important to understand that as well. Then it can only be as a coach to guide them into by questioning, do you have someone who can help you, because it sounds like this is affecting you very much, and are you really ready now for doing the coaching for the next steps? Is there something else behind which has happened or you are afraid of? It's not scary, I should say. It's like a part of a coach life.
Okay, that's great, sir. You very good answer. I will appreciate it. So, sir, my next question from you is can you share a time when your online contact made a big difference in someone's life?
uh, Online, and when we are in different, because I am online with my wife in Pakistan, I'm here in Sweden, and when we do it, is that what you mean? An example from that?
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, my next question from you is how do you make your coaching point personal need everyone?
That's, I should say, everyone has different needs, but in some way we have the basic needs are the same for all people, like shelter, food, place to sleep, and we have people we love and care about close to us, like parents and so on, and friends. And That is something which is related to every individual, also what they want the coaching for, what they have for kind of need.
Okay, that's great, sir. You very good answer. So, sir, my question is that how important is honesty?
Now the sound was disappearing again. Can you repeat, please?
Okay, that's great. So, sir, my next question from you is what
No,
do
I,
you
I didn't.
tell?
I didn't hear the last question, so please repeat it.
Okay, so, sir, my question is that sorry, how do you use social media as both please share your content and grow your coaching?
I use social media and the contact all the time. So I have like ek-trading.com now as the website. We have christercoach.com as the coaching site, and we have the ettobundetliv.se and unboundedlife.se in Sweden. And those three are the but the best is ek-trading.com. So that is the best place, because there I have everything in one place. That's a portal.
Okay, sir, you are very good answer. So, sir, my next question from how do you celebrate small and big in your work and personal life?
My personal life is always improving thanks to that I am coaching and that I am learning so much from clients, from life, and all my experiences from life as well. So that's always good to have a coaching mindset, I used to say, when you're aware of challenges and can ask the right questions and do the reflection over myself and situations.
Okay, that's great, sir. You very good answer. So, sir, my next question from you is what do you tell people who feel stuck in their jobs and want to try new path like business or coaching?
Yeah, if they are stuck in their jobs or career, then I used to ask what they dream about, what they want to do, what they have for kind of needs, and what they have for experience, skills, talents, and strengths and ambition, how they have managed things before to build upon and so on. So there are many ways. And of course, I'm going back to the wheel of life to see where they are currently now, and using also some kind of mindfulness and visualization techniques and other kind of things we are using as coaches. So there are tools which are very powerful, and yeah, can use pictures, images, making drawings like paintings and so many ways. It depends on the person. Some people are more up in the brain, some are in the heart, some are in their bodies and like to work and do things. So it's important to get to know the person we are coaching first of all.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, my next question from you is how do you to keep improving yourself while helping other people improve?
Um, to help people to improve is a challenge, because it's about if they are ready to improve themselves. It's always starting with ourselves, where we are, how much knowledge, how much competence we have, experience, like everything, or also the curiosity and the eagerness and the passion and the ambition, and how much we are ready to work for it. I will give an example. I have paid, I think, a couple of, let's say 20, $30,000 for my attending conferences, social media conferences, 2 times in USA. I have traveled 3 times to USA. I lived 1.5 years in Argentina. I think the more experience we can get from life, the more experience we can get from different cultures and traditions and people, the more able we are to actually be better coaches and understand and know ourselves. So that is the most important, to get to know ourselves and understand ourselves and what is challenging us and triggering us and what we have for passion and dreams. So that's the same with the clients. To ask them, what do you have for dreams? What do you do if you're not paid? What will you do? And so on. So what are you, when are you feeling happiest in your life? What is giving you most beneficial things in life? And you feel free and happy.
I think, sir, your network issue, I think. Okay. So, sir, my next question from you is please tell me how important are honesty and value in the way you run your work?
Honesty is the most important, to always be honest, and that is the most important of everything. If you are not honest, then we can't do anything of value. It's about values, I should say, to know your values and to understand why you are doing something is important. Why? So get the why, and then also with whom you are doing things with, who are supporting you, and so on. And the what, it's Simon Sinek is very good in those things. And
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, my next question from you is how do you look at failure and how do you tell others to look at in a more positive way?
how people can be more productive and look upon things in a more productive way, I should say that is about planning. You need to do the time management, and you need also to know the purpose with everything you are doing. If you have a meeting, if you do an interview, if you are doing whatever it is, you need to have a purpose with it, and you need to be very clear about what your plan is, so you have something you are following. And when you set up the goals, you need also to take the action and have the discipline to fulfill it, and don't give up even if you are getting resistance, except if you can realign and see something which is another and better way, and you might change the goal and see if you need to adjust the goal to something else is also important. For example, sometimes there are coming opportunities, and if you are getting opportunities to something which is better, and that's why a vision is so good to have, and a dream. If you have a vision, then you are also able to change your goals easier and see, okay, I have to adjust my goals or change my goals in another way.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, my next question from you is how does entrepreneurship mean to you other than just make money?
I should say it's the most important. That's why I started as an entrepreneur in 1987. That was when I lost the job and I was thinking what I want to do. I want to be an organizational consultant who help people. I was thinking at that time so they can go through hard times. I was not so old at that time, but I already knew that I wanted to do something for helping people. And it started with my own experience of feeling vulnerable and couldn't continue to work with the work I had at that time. And at the same time, knew that I need to earn money as well. So that is so important. That's to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Like I will manage, I shall do it myself.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, my last question from you is please tell me why do you tell people who feel stuck their jobs and want to try new path business coaching?
If they want to, yeah, quit the job and start business coaching,
Yeah, you are right.
okay. I should say, first of all, you need to get a mentor or take on the coaching courses. There are many kind of education. You can find them in many places, but first of all, really dig into yourself. And for this, I have like a very simple assessment tool, which we are actually having on EK Trading, ek-trading.com. So that is the simplest way to start with, to set up your own goal and do this assessment from 8 different areas, and you will get an understanding. So yeah, so that's my first advice. We are working now on setting up also communities for people who wants to be and who wants to work and who are interested in coaching and education related to coaching. So we are creating some communities now. So so that's what we are doing. One for the EK Trading portal and one for the community for the coaching, and also one for the non-profit organizations. So there will be 3 communities.
Okay, that's good. So, sir, please give me your advice.
And advice to you.
Yes, your topic, your education related.
I should say, since you have the freelancing wallet, you can look into the portal ek-trading.com. And if you look in there and read about it, we have a certain information for freelancers, depending on what they are doing, what their passion, what they really want to do. There are possibilities also for working together with EK Trading. So that is a possibility. That's what we have been working on so long now. And yeah, so you're welcome to visit there.
Okay, that's great. So, viewers, this was our interview with sir. I hope you like it. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Pakistan, Zindabad. Rehan School, Zindabad. Allah Hafiz. Take care, sir.
Allah Hafiz.